G'day and welcome back to How To with B. On today's episode, we are going to learn how to move cattle correctly. It's all about pressure and release. Now, the first thing you should know before you move cattle is that it is not all about chasing them. It is where you position yourself. The second thing is you want to do it safely so that you are safe, so that the cattle are safe. You want the cattle to have enough time in the yard so that they can settle down. You also want to assess their behaviour, the way that they are holding themselves. There is one toey red one right there that I've got my eye on because he's holding his head very high and he's very alert and he's looking around like that. The rest of them, cool, calm, collected. They've lowered their head. They're just plodding along. This thing is holding its head high. So I'm just going to watch that one. Don't know how it's going to react because stressed cattle will jump fences. Stressed cattle will charge you. Stressed cattle are a fucking problem. Now this is a bit of a dicky pen because they can go in that little, they can just circle around in that area, but I want them to come through this gate. So I don't have to go directly behind them. Cattle can't see directly behind them, so I just need to be in their line of sight. I just want to move slowly. And then once they start heading towards the gate, I just keep moving. Sometimes you will get some that'll head this direction, and that's why I want to keep myself here, because I might need to sidestep to cut them off. See how that one stopped? So I can walk up a bit, and I want to cut it off. So I'm going to move back this way. See how they see that? I'm going to cut them off. It's beautiful. Keep walking. I want to cut them off, so I'm going to move back this way. See how they turn? I'm going to cut this one off, so I'm going to move back this way. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You can use some, sounds. You don't need to be clapping your hands because that'll just stress them out. In some situations you can. See, I just want to cut it off. Otherwise it's going to run along that fence line to its mates. Now I want to push these up a little bit. I don't want them to get stuck. Beautiful. So I want to take it really slow because I don't want them to rush because they will charge into the gate. So again, I just want to slowly walk around them, and whenever they go in a direction I don't want them to, I just have to sidestep once, usually. So slowly just push them around. Again, they can go into that little dicky spot, so I don't want to push them too much because they're going to go that direction. So I'm going to go this way, and I don't want this little one to come up along the fence line because he'll follow his mate, so I'm just going to cut him off here. Come, mate. He's thinking of it. Go back that way. Beautiful. Now I can go around. Beautiful. Just like that. It's not about how fast you're doing it. It is about precision. Precision. One tip I do want to say is if you are shutting a gate behind animals, you need to have your foot on it. You can't just be pushing it with your hand. I advise you to lock your knee and have your foot on it like that, because if one of these cattle kick this gate or, bump into it, you're smashing your front teeth out, you're breaking your nose, okay? So at least lock your knee so you have a little bit of brace. Not just your arms, because your arms will buckle. Have your knee there ready as well. All right. So I'm just going to maneuver around them slowly because I want them to head that way. So it's just about precision. I don't need to rush in and get behind them. I mean, I could jump over the gate and head directly behind them, but I don't need to, because then these ones are still going to be turned in that direction and they're going to be blocking the other ones. And it's going to be the ones right at the back that I'm closest to that are going to be pushing, and the ones right here are going to be so confused. So it's the same goes with sheep. Walk through them. You don't need to jump directly behind them. Just walk through them slowly down this fence line, and they'll start turning back and they'll follow each other. Again, minimal movements. Now, because I want them to move that way, look at this one right in front of me. I'm going to move this way. He's going to turn around. Just like that. And once he gets moving, I'm going to sidestep the other way and make him stop. See? And now he's going to turn the other way. Just minimal movements. Now I want him to go the other way, so I'm just going to go this a little bit further. And he's going to turn back again. So you don't need to get directly behind them because they want to keep their eyes on you. Just like that. Now I want him to turn back again, so I'm going to move this way. Minimal movements. Minimal. Now, because some are going through the gateway and this one, red one's not, he's going to walk up against it. So I'm just going to move a little bit and he's going to turn back. Step in closer a bit, he's going to turn back. Beautiful. Just like that. And now I cut off this area. I don't need to stand directly near the gate because I want them to keep moving. So look where I'm placing myself. Precision is everything. Now I'm going to cut him off again, just like that. Move him back a bit, step in. Beautiful. Now, anyways, hopefully that was useful for anyone that wants to get into any sort of animal work, farm work, agricultural work, working on stations, working in a dairy, working anywhere. Even if you don't want to work on the farm, this is useful information for even if you're a townie and there's cow on the side of the road in the countryside and there's gate 10 metres to the bloody right of it, you know? Say the gate's here, the cow's here. You don't want to walk up behind that cow because she could fuck off this way, you know? If the gate's just up here, you want to be able to position yourself so that you are on the other side of that cow and the gate is on the other side, you know? Because then if the gate's here and she runs past that gate, you want to be able to cut her off just by sidestepping. She'll stop, she'll look towards you. You take one more step this way and she'll turn back that way. And then as soon as she goes past the gate again, just cut her off. Just stand like that, you know? You got to be able to know these sorts of things in any sort of emergency, you know? Not even emergency. It's just general knowledge that not a lot of people know. So I'm here to teach you. Anyway, safety. Observe animal behaviour before you even get in the pen with them. Okay? That's another video I'm going to do, animal behaviour, being able to, you know, suss out what their feelings are. And it's not all about the chase. It is not about chasing animals, clapping your hands, yelling out. Some animals need it because they're really quiet. But observing animal behaviour, you'll find that precision, Jesus, and positioning yourself is the key. You know, stressing animals out is just fucking chaos. You want to do it calm, quietly. You want to guide them, not pressure them into a space, because then it's hell.